Welcome everyone, this is Master's Joke, also Master's Joke 75 on Instagram. So I'm on my way to Legoland Windsor. It's my son's birthday coming up and he decided he wanted to, maybe I put the thought in his head, but honestly last year when it was his birthday sleepover and he had all his mates round, honestly it just took it out of me. So this obviously isn't cheap, but it's less stress, less hassle, and I get to go to Legoland and also the Lego store, which is what I love. So yeah, we're staying at the Lego hotel, and I've stayed here. I think I've stayed here twice before. I think it's a decent hotel. I really enjoy staying there. There's loads of stuff for the kids to do, but we're going. So we're going on the Saturday, and then. Before you check in, you get your ticket into the park, spend the day in the park, do your shopping in the Lego store, get your get your purchases sent over to your hotel room, go back, check in, get some food, and just enjoy the rest of your Lego weekend. So yeah, honestly, it's highly recommended, and definitely I would prefer to do this than another kids' party because they're just an absolute nightmare, in my opinion. A little bit different. I haven't been here since 2019. I came here for Halloween 2019, and I ended up on Channel 5. So if you ever did watch that documentary about the Legoland Resort and Hotel at Windsor, I'm actually in it. So yeah, this was new. So the where the Lego figures are, that used to be where the counter is, but a lot of stuff's now like it's like interactive now, isn't it? It's like online and stuff like that. But yeah, so you check in. You can't actually get into your room until the afternoon. I love this carpet, and also this is where when I first went to the hotel, this is the bar area where you could go in, and there was like areas where the kids could play Lego and stuff. That was closed last time because Channel 5 had all their cameras in there and their crews set up in there. And it's closed again. I think they're going to give it to Premier members or something. I don't know what they're doing with it. It's a shame because that was a really good place to kind of relax after the parks. Now all you got is bricks, which you've just seen. But yeah, not a bad day. What is it? So we got here really early. And the park opens at 10, but they've changed things a little bit. So I think, I can't remember for sure, but I think you used to be able to get into the park like an hour earlier before the your normal guests. This time we get in the park at exactly the same time as the paying guests, at the main door where the Lego store is at the entrance. Difference is though, we got fast pass. We've got like a fast pass for the first hour. So it's useful, I suppose. I mean, it's not bad, but turned left. I mean, last time I was there, I turned right because I wanted to go to the haunted house monster party. Turned left this time, right at the front of the queue, because I wanted to go to this new mythical land. The Magical Forest. I had a little browse in it, it's all right, but I wanted to go on the main rides. So we just literally ran to this ride because obviously we're down at the bottom of the park. Everyone coming in, they're at the top of the park. So we were able to get onto this what's it called? It's like the lion with wings or something. The flying lion. I can't remember what it's called. Lego Mythica. Flight of the Sky Lion. And it was really, really good. It's a bit like I'd say it was like Soarin' at Epcot. Where you kind of, I won't spoil it for you, but you sit in the seats, you're suspended, and it twists around, and you're in front of a big screen. Really, really good. Highly recommended. I know construction update. I know they'd removed the lighthouse and they were doing work on it, but the lighthouse is back. Lots of work being done at the park at the moment. All the water rides are closed, which is fair enough because it is winter. It was quite cold that day. You got a bit of sun a bit later on, but it was Was quite cold. They do great donuts down there. Absolutely great donuts in what is that? Is that Friends Land? I don't know. Ninjago. Now that is one of my favourite rides. I think the first time I went on it was in Florida, the Legoland Florida, the older Cypress Gardens. I absolutely love that theme park. I think it's. Do you know what? I think I prefer it more than Magic Kingdom, purely because Magic Kingdom is just full of. I don't know. It's just too many people. But no, this is quite an old ride now. But this is my favourite ride. Unfortunately, the first time, because we always have a competition. You're not allowed to film on it, obviously, but we always have a competition. And I obviously I won. But my son and his friend, because we came with my son and his friend. Theirs wasn't working. So we're coming off, they're really disappointed. And they went up to the people and said, our things weren't working. So they put us straight back on. So literally seconds after we came off the ride, they put us straight back in, no queuing. And then my son still wasn't working. So they put us on it for a third time. That time it did work. But that's a little tip for you. Even if it does work, just lie and they'll let you through. But no, that was, honestly, that was really good. I think that was really good of them at Legoland, to be honest, you know. I mean, my son was quite wound up that it weren't working because he really loves this ride as well. But it just doesn't have that Florida sunshine. That's the only thing missing from it. But yeah, I love Legoland and Legoland Windsor. And talking of Legoland Florida, I've only been to this park twice, and when we came in 2019 and we stayed in the hotel, we actually had free tickets for the theme park from Legoland Florida. And the reason for that is because my son, literally the week before we went to Florida, the last time in 2019 before I got banned, he broke his arm on his scooter. So he broke his arm, couldn't do nothing, couldn't go on anything, already bought the tickets for Legoland, and they said, look, you know, here's a pass, you can get to all the front of the rides for the rides that you want to go on, but you know, you can't go on anything. Here's the free tickets for your whole family, or three of us, at Legoland Windsor, which I just thought was amazing. So Legoland customer service, you know, absolutely spot on, fantastic. I mean, you can't grumble. They're great. I mean, the park is it's showing signs of wear. I mean, it's been Legoland Windsor since 1996 when they took over from the Windsor Safari Park. But they're doing work on it. And I didn't realise that the hotel. So I've stayed at the hotel 3 times now. The hotel is having its 10th birthday. So they had a big. Oh, I loved it. I love this spider. I decided not to go on this ride though this time because it makes me sick. But yeah, the hotel's it's its 10th birthday, so they had a big, massive Lego birthday cake outside the hotel for, you know, photo opportunities. And obviously, it's my son's 10th birthday, which is actually in a couple of days' time. So we went a little bit early. My son, that boat on the right-hand side, I've never been on it. I've not been on it for a reason. My son and his friend, they're like, oh, let's go on this boat. Let's go on this boat. I'm like, all right, boys, I'll wait for you. I had to go on it with them. I don't know why they wanted to go on it. Oh, awful. They both regretted it. But no, it was all right. It was okay. Here's another one of the water rides. To be honest, I've only been to Legoland, the actual theme. So I've been to the hotel 3 times. I've only been to the theme park twice. Because the first time I went to Legoland, it was in the to the hotel. It was in winter when the park was closed. It was a really, really good deal. But I've only been to this particular. I mean, I've been to Legoland Florida loads of times, but I've only been to this one twice. So I've not been on any of the water rides because I hate queues. And if you saw my video to the Science Museum, you saw what chaos that was like at half term. So it's kind of put me off going in the summer holidays. But I should do. I should do because it's such a great park. It's one of my favourites. I mean, well, I do. I've got to say this is my favourite park. more than well, when I say favourite park, I mean in like England. I mean, I think it's my favourite park compared to Thorpe Park and Chessington and all that lot. I haven't been Alton Towers. I've not been there since the 80s, so I must go back to Alton Towers. I did used to like it there. Oh, the land train, which is one of the only original features left from Windsor Safari Park, and I think that was quite late on in Windsor Safari Park's life, but that was closed for maintenance. But that was a result, because it meant that the people who were coming in to the park, who everyone was just going straight for the Skyline ride, they had a big long walk, so we were fine. Like literally, it was a walk on. It was a walk on the Skyline, and that was a result. But later on, probably within an hour of the park opening, I think it was like a 90-minute wait, something like that, which was to be expected. And it is a really, really good ride. You know, it's not as good as Soarin', but it's a really good ride. And I like that the Legoland keep their parks fresh. Like, there's loads of work going on, and that's the thing. You know, you never finish. You know, you've always got something to do. But Legoland, they do keep up with the maintenance, and that's what I like about it. This place was good. Looking at original Lego from the 1930s and 40s, that duck. I mean, I've seen it in photos, but I never thought I'd actually see it up close. I mean, I know my son weren't interested in this. He stayed down building Lego. But I actually love this place. I'd not been to this. This is where the Lego builders work. It's like a little museum. I mean, as I said, I've not been here since 2019, and I remember in this area there was it was where their Star Wars display was. I mean, look at that, Wembley Stadium, the Twin Towers. That was great to see that. So that's obviously like an older display from before Wembley. Wembley was demolished. But yeah, this was interesting. But yeah, I'm sure this area was where there was like a Star Wars display the last time I came. Similar to Florida, the Legoland in Florida, which has a permanent Star Wars display, which is obviously outside because it's warm. Declan Donnelly, what? Why? Although I do like Deck. I think he's a nice, genuine guy. As for his friend, how is he still on ITV? How is he still on television after his his driving incident? Unbelievable. If your face fits, bring back Noel Edmonds is what I say. That's what they need to do. But anyway, this place is absolutely amazing. It's definitely worth checking it out. So it's upstairs, where it's like a little area where you can like drink your coffee and let the kids chill out and build Lego models. And yeah, there's loads of stuff there, and like loads of history of Legoland and Lego in general. The model making studio, this was a Saturday, but there was actually there was a guy in there actually building models. I didn't want to film him, do you know what I mean? But really, really interesting. And I don't know how new this place is, but I've not been in there before. There's Marilyn. That is a lovely bust. But they had a few, not just Ant and Dec. There's Kate, the future Queen of England. No Harry and Meghan, funny enough. Although I have seen Harry. I've seen Harry before, but he's been removed from the hotel. He must be a spare. There's William. To be honest, William's got a fine head of hair in his Lego persona. There's the late Duke of Edinburgh. I mean, these are really, really good models. And of course the Queen, who obviously is buried not far from the theme park at Windsor Castle, and that kind of hits home. I mean, you know, come on, the Queen. Yeah, I mean, I did the profile shot for the, you know, she looks like a 50p there, but yeah, I mean the Queen was like the mother of of England, you know. But but you know, in relation to your opinion of the royal family, let me know in the comments below. And of course, the Queen Vic, get out of my pub. But no, honestly, that's it's really worth checking out the place upstairs, like Yellow Submarine as well. That's some really, really good stuff there. Interesting stuff that I never thought I'd see all this stuff at Legoland, and that's what I like about this theme park. That there's just so much to do, and there's so much for all different ages, and you know. I think that's what I like about it, because I love Lego. I've loved Lego since I was little, and I think that's why it's probably why my son likes Lego, probably not as much as I do. And I did have to stop buying him Lego for presents for like his birthday and that, because he just wasn't into it as much. But yeah, I love it. I like this. There's just so much to do, and I love seeing the buildings. I like the mini land. I mean. This bit here, this Nessie, this reminded. The reason I took a shot of this is because it reminded me of Disney Springs. You know where the Lego store is at Disney Springs, or Downtown Disney, as I used to call it. And it's just outside. You've got Nessie, and it just reminded me of that. Definitely want to go back to Florida as soon as my band's over. So yeah, this is like to me, it's a new coffee shop. Sells like Costa coffee. So I got like a BLT. I mean, I didn't film it. I got a BLT for me and the boys. I got to be honest, it wasn't great. The tea was nice. BLT was a bit rubbish. This is apparently so the buildings. It's the same building, but this apparently is the biggest Lego store in the UK. So when I was last here, the Lego store was in a different place, but this is like right at the entrance to the park. Look at that. That's Lego Space Jigsaw. Honestly, I'm such a sucker for nostalgia. I would have loved to have bought that. That was very tempting. They had some great stuff in there, and again, this is one of the highlights. What I was saying about going to theme parks and stuff. I love the merch, and I've got the Optimus Prime, the Saturn V rocket. I've been tempted to buy this for a while. It's sold out everywhere. I should have bought it. I regret not buying it. I should have bought that. I was in a bit of a rush because it's difficult when you've got the boys with you, causing mayhem in the store, wanting to buy a pick and mix, and the pick and mix Lego, and so yeah, it's quite difficult. But the Lego store was really, really good. It was one of my highlights, if I'm honest. I should have bought that Saturn V rocket, especially when I went to the Science Museum, and it was only a couple of weeks ago, and that's what really got me into space, because I got my that's where my Ladybird Book of Space came from, and that had the Saturn V, or the Saturn V rocket, I used to call it. I should have bought that, $104.95. So, and I love these Legoland exclusive sets. The boys wanted to go on the driving school. I actually bought the Ninjago set from the shop, the hotel shop. That's another story. But I love Ninjago so much. This set looks good as well. I'd love to get this little Legoland theme park set. I think that was like 60? I can't remember how much that was. But there's some brilliant stuff in there. Absolutely brilliant stuff. And apparently you can. I mean, I could have gone back to the Lego store, because like the boys bought loads of stuff, because my son had his birthday money and his friend had his pocket money, so I could have bought loads of stuff. And we got all the, because obviously the Lego store's at the top of the hill, so they just transfer, and we did this last time. They just transfer all your stuff to your hotel afterwards. You don't have to worry about carrying it all around. But I should have bought that Saturn V rocket, and I did think about going back, because where this is this is what they say, where this is the biggest Lego store in the UK, and I assumed that the biggest store would have been the one in Leicester Square, which I haven't been in, because I'm not queuing up to go in the Lego store when there's one just down the road in Milton Keynes where I could just walk in and out. But this was great. Easter Island, we will rock you. That was good. But one of the things about the Lego store is you can go there anytime you want, you have to pay for full admission, and they allow you for 45 minutes to go in the store, make your purchase and come back, and then you get your full money back. I don't know what the situation is with parking and things like that, but it is good that you can go there. But why would you? I mean, I'll be honest with you. If I'm going all the way to Legoland, I'm going to the theme park as well. And I think that's what they're banking on people doing, which is fair enough. But yeah, to be honest, I think Legoland should have more. They should have more Lego stores. I mean, they've got the little stores next to the rides and stuff, but they need more stores. Mount Rushmore, that was great. Lego Miniland, I absolutely love Lego Miniland. The one in Florida is fantastic. The London one is brilliant as well. It's so iconic. Some things are similar. Like you've got in Florida, you've got the space. Was it like you've got like Kennedy Space Center, and they've got a similar setup at Windsor. But the Lego Miniland, I could stay there all day, and that's the thing. That's what I was saying. They've got so much to do, and it's for all different ages and abilities and things. The gherkin looks brilliant. Honestly, I'd love to work for Legoland. That'd be a great job. I'd absolutely love to work for Legoland. But I think the other thing that I like about Miniland is like the effects as well. You know, they've got St. Paul's had like church music coming out of it, and when they've got like the little trains and London buses, there's like, I think they've got tube trains as well. It makes there's sound effects and noises, and also in Edinburgh as well. They had like bagpipes and stuff like that. So yeah, it's absolutely. I mean, look at this. It's just great what they do. I mean, the attention to detail is just amazing, and that's one of the things I like about this place. There's Buckingham Palace, the Millennium Wheel, Big Ben, St. Paul's. It's great. Post Office Tower. I absolutely love it. Love it there. I'd love to go for. I'd love to go for a weekend, and I was tempted to buy tickets for the Sunday as well. You know, because I think I could have got tickets for, I think it was £26. Was it? Yeah, £26 each. The children would have to, because there was 2 kids, they would have had to pay this full price. But it was £26 each for the Sunday, and I think I got this deal through work. But I think it was because it is winter and it's and it's not as busy at the moment with some of the rides being closed. But yeah, I'm definitely going to try and go back, possibly in the summer. But it all depends on where I end up. I mean, if I can, apparently America's going to be opening up fully I think it's in May. I think that's when all restrictions end. So hopefully, maybe I can look at going back. You know, getting a bit of Florida sunshine. And I'm telling you, I know you've got your Universal and your Disney. I love Universal, but Legoland is higher on my list of priorities than like Disney, because it's just so packed. It's so busy. The magic's gone from Disney World and Magic Kingdom and even like Epcot. I do need to go to MGM Studios to see the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. That is definitely on my list. But Disney has lost the magic, and it's been like that for a while. I mean, I used to go every year until 2019, when you know what happened. This ride, this was brand new in 2019 when I was last there. This ride is fantastic. The Haunted House Monster? I can't remember what it is, but brilliant ride. Definitely in my top. I say it's in my top 3. Ninjago's still my favourite. I'd say this would be my second favourite, and then I'd say Skyline. Deep sea, it's not a great ride, but it's fun. It's fun for all the family. It's a nice, easy, chilled out ride. You get to get to see some fish. It's nice, relaxing ride. Back to the back to the hotel, and now you're able to check in to room 216. So this is what is it? So this is the is it the night's room? Because you can choose. There's all different theming. So what I like about the Disney hotel is that half of it is for the kids, where they've got their bunk beds and there's Lego to play with, and there's a little game where they've got to look at the carpet and the walls and answer the questions, and then they get the combination to open the safe, and then they get a Lego gift, which this year was really, really good. Check out the bathroom. Honestly, the theming in these rooms is absolutely fantastic, and it's so clean, so clean and tidy. This hotel is one of my favourites. I don't know why. I think I'm just a big kid at heart. But no, look at it. It's lovely, and there's me. You're right. But literally, I'm trying to film the room before my two sons and my wife mess it up. So that's why I've still got my coat on, because God knows how long I can keep that room in one piece and film it properly. I think at this stage I've got rid of my family, and I'm filming in silence. I think. Yeah, so I think they've gone down, I don't know, to play with Lego or something. But that's a decent enough room. The last, what was it? So the last time we were here, we had I think it was the adventure room with with the little guy with a hat. Looks a little bit like Indiana Jones. And then the one before that, I can't remember. They've all three of them have been different themed. But it's really good. It's just like a lovely. It's just like a lovely place. It's just like a good laugh, and that's what I like about it. Is you can book a hotel, like down the road, like a Premier Inn or something, which is great. I love Premier Inns, but what I like about this place is that there's just stuff for the kids to do. Because you've got where the Bricks restaurant is, you've got like entertainment for the kids. You've got bars. You can buy food. There's arcades. I noticed when you and that's another thing I noticed in the park because obviously I was trying to get to the the flying lion as quick as possible. I can't remember what it's called now. They had like PlayStation 4s as well, that you could play for free. Obviously, we never did that because we wanted to go on the rides, But there's just so much to do there. And I think, what was the other thing? There's another new thing that I saw near the main entrance, which was I think it was like sponsored by Ferrari, where you could like build a car and race it. And that's what they did at Legoland, Florida, going back to the last time I was there. So it's good that they're doing it. Whereas I think at Florida you could do it outside, whereas you can't really do it. It's weather permitting, isn't it, in the UK? But it's good to see that they're doing new stuff, and they're always trying to freshen up the park, which is what I like. But yeah, highly recommended. It's not cheap to stay at the hotel, but it's definitely the kids will love it. And this is the view from the window, and as I said, the hotel's it's its 10th birthday. I think. Well, it's its 10th birthday this year, I think. But they're doing work. There's a lot of scaffolding up at the moment. But maintenance has to be done. But it was a really good day. But one of the things that we decided not to do, only because we've been here before, is we usually have dinner at Bricks, and Bricks restaurant, which is, don't get me wrong, it's all right. But it used to be like a buffet. Obviously, this was before the pandemic, so it used to be a buffet. So the food, it wasn't the best food in the world, but it was decent enough. But you go up there, you don't like it, you just get something else. But they've got rid of the buffet.
But chili's good.
so it's a set meal, like it's a set course, like it's £23 or something per person. And we thought, let's just go around the corner. So we went around the corner to the Harvester, and and I had a mixed grill, and my son and his friend. I mean, the mixed grill. A lot of people have said on Instagram it doesn't look like there's a lot there. It was enough for me. I knew what I was up against, and I did have some of that hot sauce. But my son and his friend, they shared, the big mixed grill. They shared that, and that includes ribs. My son loves ribs, and funny enough, now his best friend loves ribs as well. But that was good, and that was more reasonable, and you could have what you wanted and choose what you wanted. So that's the reason we didn't eat in bricks, purely because it's no longer a buffet. But it depends, and we had the car and stuff, so it wasn't any big deal. But literally, I can't remember what the Harvester was called, but it was literally, I'd say, 10 minutes round the corner from Legoland. And yeah, I'm glad we went there. As we were only out for about, I think, the service was a bit slow that night when it came to like the food in the Harvester. So we'd probably gone about an hour and a half, and then we were back in the hotel and went straight to the back to the bricks area to see the entertainment, and the kids were doing treasure hunts and stuff, and then back to the room for bed. So then the next morning, the bricks breakfast menu, this was included with your hotel stay. So and where we sat, I could see where the actual buffet is. It's got like new temporary walls up. So I'm thinking the buffet's still there, but maybe they'll open it up at some point. Obviously they want to see what happens with society and the pandemic and things like that. Can't blame them really. So I had the full English. Not a lot there, but what they don't tell you, I mean, we knew this already. What they don't tell you, you can have as much as you want. So if you want another full English, you just ask. They'll give you whatever you want. You don't just have to have one thing. So like the boys had like cereal, and then they had toast, and then they had fruit. I had a full English. I could have done with another sausage, I think, maybe another rasher of bacon, and that would have been sufficient. I've got to say, these croissants, I'm going to be honest with you, these were warm, these were fresh, these were the best croissants I've ever had. Honestly, we had 2 baskets, so there was 4 of us, so we had 2 baskets of croissants. Honestly, the breakfast is great, so I'm thinking that the dinner's probably going to be good as well. So at this stage, and you might have seen it in my other video where I opened up my minifigures, but at this stage, on Sunday, was it last Sunday, on the Sunday morning, the boys have gone swimming. So, and I've been to the Lego shop in the hotel to buy my minifigures and my Ninjago set. But this is what the boys picked up, or my son anyway. I think they picked up the same kind of stuff. So yeah, my son and his friend picked up some brickheads, which I think they would have been cheaper on Amazon. I think they're $17.99 on Amazon. Amazon have a sale on at the moment with Lego. And this is my son's pick and mix. What I don't know. We're sort of building we build like a Halloween. They got one each, orange and flames. We always build like a Halloween house, me and my son, and we always make the front like a pumpkin. So we've got loads of orange Lego. But for some reason he bought loads of orange bits and pieces. I think that was $7.99 for a little cup. That's my Lego Ninjago set, and I'm glad I picked that up because I felt I hadn't bought anything. So luckily they had that in the hotel store, which is where I bought all my minifigures and brown space astronaut and space babies. And I got this little fridge magnet because I enjoyed my visit so much. And honestly, it really was a great weekend. And then, there's all my little Lego minifigures, which, you can watch my video, was it from a couple of days ago, where I open them up with my son as special guest. But each packet, if you haven't seen the video, each packet has the name of the figure written on the back in biro by the girl in the shop. and she was spot on every single one. So I think I got six brown astronauts, and then I wanted the lady referee who comes with the yellow and red card and a football, and also the what was the other one I got? I think I also got I got the T-Rex, person dressed as a T-Rex. But anyway, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.